Why do some people like the smell of gasoline? Or how does an eraser actually work? Find this out and more on my new series answering questions that you're too scared to ask. How a rubber eraser works is very simple. When you write with a graphite pencil, little shavings of the graphite get stuck to the paper. When you erase with the rubber eraser, it heats up and becomes stickier than the paper, lifting up the little shavings of graphite from the cellulose cells. And in doing so, the little fibers of the eraser come shaving off, and that's why the eraser gets smaller and you get those little bits. Next up, why do boats float? It's honestly pretty simple. It's due to the concept called buoyancy. What you may have learned in elementary school is that for something to float, it needs to be less dense than the substance it is in. But you may be asking yourself, how does this massive monstrosity of a yacht float on water? Basically, when a boat is in water, it pushes or displaces a lot of water away from it. And this water that it gets pushed away is pushing back at the boat, pushing it up. And as long as the boat is less dense than the amount of water that it pushes away, the boat will float. And that's why most boats you see, most of it is empty space. Have you ever wondered why your hair actually turns gray when you get old? Your hair turns gray when you get older because your cells called melanocytes that produce this color start to slow down and stop working. And because these cells aren't producing the color anymore, the hair turns to its natural color, which is a whitish gray hinge, which is no pigment at all. Finally, why do some people like the smell of gas like myself? And this is a hard question to answer because realistically, it's not that you like it, it's you have the perception of liking it. That sharp chemical smell is a volatile compound, usually like benzene. For some, smelling gas briefly affects their nervous system, causing a gentle lightheaded feeling which could be misinterpreted as the feeling of enjoyment. Essentially, in a roundabout way, a slight high. But obviously, try to stay away from gasoline when you can. If you have more questions that you're too afraid to ask or Google, leave them in the comments and I'll answer them.